Hello my friends and welcome back to episode 28 of Dragonfall. So before I begin, I wanted to say, after I finished the game in episode 27, I looked up what was different in the director's cut, because it didn't feel like the game was all that different, apart from the fact that they had ruined double shot for a number of weapons and made it useless. And it turns out there's extra missions, but there's an extra story mission for Glory, Iger, and my brain is melted here. I don't think there is one for Dietrich. Anyway, there's extra story missions for them, and then there's like 2 for Blitz, which is the guy that I decided to not bother adding to my team on this run because I did that in my first run, and I thought, oh, what happens? What's different if you don't take him? And the bottom line is, or the answer is, what's different is that you just miss out on content. You just don't get content. This is the same problem that Rogue Trader has, and many RPGs have, where they're like, oh yeah, you have the freedom to choose companions or not to choose them, but if you don't choose them, all that happens is you just miss content. Nothing different or interesting happens, or there was a time back in the PlayStation era, for example, where I'm thinking of Chrono Crusade here, where getting certain characters locked out other characters, and they all had their own plots and stories and stuff. So it was effectively a trade, a choice, rather than, not taking characters in these kinds of games is like not picking up an item. You just go without the item. And that's kind of a bit sad, if you ask me. Anyway, let us proceed forward through the level and get the different ending. Okay, we've seen this before. Iger, why don't you tell the dog how we feel about being trapped? Pleasure. One smooth motion, Iger raises her shotgun and unloads a spread of pellets into the glass. They all clang into the window, ricocheting wildly in all directions. The surface remains unblemished. Came to find you to help us stop the first Schwing, except Firewing wasn't the one after us after all. It was you all along, wasn't it? To help you stop Frishwinge, that is ironic. Yes, you are correct. I'm the one who's been hunting you, the one who sent Apex and Ordrin after you. You're gonna pay for that. It was necessary to prove the secrecy of my work. Okay, he said the exact same thing. And he said the same thing, and he said the same thing. Up until the end? What do you mean? Yeah, he's saying the same thing again. Apex, I should never have trusted that thing. Let me guess. You have cancer. Late stage 2, if I had to guess, I'd say leukemia. Your friend is correct. I suffer from cancer of the blood, rotten by the radiation of the socks, no doubt. I went to this diagnosis, realised what I had to do. My life's work would be in the time I had left. Sorry, Hermie. I'm sorry you won't be able to see it for yourself. Sorry I failed you. Tonight, I will release my panacea to the world. And how absurd that the instrument of Dragonkind's destruction will be carried by the dragon herself. Alright, I think this is all the same text as in episode 27. I understand your reasoning, but there has to be a better way. Sadly, there is not. If there were, I would gladly take it. He said that before, he said that before. He said that before. She said that before. You don't burn a city and call it sacrifice. You call it what it is, mass murder. I'm not buying it. Ending a war and exterminating an entire intelligent species are two very different things. Don't be so self-righteous. We drive new species to extinction every single year on this planet. Dragons at least we have cause to destroy. Humanity was born to reproduce, multiply, but dragons were born to acquire, to accumulate, to hoard. This is a... I don't know if the author of this game's literature realizes it or not, but this is precisely the point that Shadowrun was making about billionaires in the old materials. That's where the equivalence comes from. That, you know, you have to understand that a bit like the game Monopoly, Shadowrun is a parody, or maybe a warning even, about late stage capitalism, and that corporations are going to rule everything, and then at the top of corporations are these dragons that have all the wealth and all the power. Obviously, dragons are not a thing in our real life, but billionaires are, and so this is the whole thing about Shadowrun. Is like it's a dystopia that's sort of based on a possible future for us. You know, sans the awakening, of course. Anyway, let's just carry on reading what he says. Both strive to bend the world to their will. Humanity has conquered air, land, and sea through sheer numbers. Dragons, however, employ different means altogether. Throughout history, they have allowed us to do the heavy lifting while they pull the strings. There are 17 great dragons in the world today, 17 ancient worms, millennia old, slowly dividing the planet into 17 piles of gold to nest upon. In front of our eyes. Once upon a time, they burned castles to steal the treasure we collected, laid waste to entire armies, but here in the sixth world, it's no longer about tooth and claw and fiery breath. Now it's public relations, marketing, mergers, and acquisitions. You see it every day, dragons on the trio, in the boardrooms. They gather influence, wealth, power, continuing hoarding until one of them sits atop it all. Perhaps not in this cycle of the world, perhaps not in the next, but one day one worm will stand alone, triumphant. With all of humanity as its cattle, the world as its prize. See, this is all... You can see how it's playing into, you know, the ceaseless acquisition of wealth that the ultra-wealthy partake in. But Shadowrun is obviously showing, in many ways, it's showing its age as a series, as a piece of fiction, because it's really quite old now. I'm pretty sure that Shadowrun is like 1970s. Maybe 1980s, something like that. Okay, we've seen this bit before. I'd go insane if I was trapped like that for 20 years. Misplaced empathy. The beast blazed a path of fiery destruction across Germany. No matter, I have more important things to do than debate the morality of this with you. Verschwinge. Must fly. Berlin must be sacrificed. It must be tonight. Now, where's that damned Odin? Look, you're not infallible, Doc. You've already made mistakes here and people died as a result. Mistakes? of his cigarette to gesture at the glass. A career criminal trapped in the containment room. I've read some of your inter-office communications. There's been a number of deaths over the years, haven't there? Suffered losses, yes. Never tragic. People here accepted that there would be risks, made their own choices. I won't take the blame for that. No, of course you won't. Admitting fault might undermine the hero myth you've built up around yourself. Think I like watching people die, that I've enjoyed spending the better part of my life locked away in this lab with a creature that I hate? You think I'm doing this for me? Yes, actually, I think you've gotten used to playing the role of a long-suffering hero, and I don't think you remember how to be anything else. Is there some point you were trying to make, or are you just trying to anger me? The point is that everyone makes mistakes, even you, and yet you want to roll the dice with a biological weapon. It will work, I'm telling you. Bet you told your researchers in their lab that they would be safe too. Look how that turned out. Well, I'm even talking to you. You're trapped in there and I've still got work to do. Origin will be here for you soon enough. Plan of yours killed your brother. Was it really worth it? No, nothing can make that right. Nothing. Damn it, Hermie. Why couldn't you just let me go? You didn't have to add to this loss, Doctor. You don't need to continue. No, I'm afraid it does. I love my brother more than you know, but it's changed nothing. My brother's death only strengthens my resolve. Were to stop now, his loss would be in vain. He would want me to continue. Unless he was crazy, you were. I doubt that. My brother's dead and you make light of it. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Rest assured, Berlin will burn tonight. My brother, wherever he is, will understand. The plan is not without its flaws. Human cost will be high, and I can see that a better path to our salvation might exist, but I don't know what it is. I shouldn't have to sacrifice so many. Shadowrun, I wish that Harry hadn't had to die. The solution is here, now in my hands, and I choose to take it. About time you showed up. Sorry, Doctor, we were waking up the dragon's physical form. It required some care. The procedure's ready to begin now. You should see it. Look like you trapped the thugs who were attacking the manor. Yes, there won't be a problem any longer. With Apex gone, our security is still compromised. We'd best hurry. Oh, and Audrey, don't forget to clean the containment unit afterwards. The virus will kill Freshwing along with the rest, and when it does, her astral form will perish as well. Human host or no. I'm going to stop you, Vauclair. We'll find a way. I'm going to make it painful. Quiet. Everything's ready in the chamber, Dr. Vauclair. I think you should start the procedure yourself. Yes, my friend. It's time. Hermie, let's do some good. Begin the infusion process. Origin, make sure our guests here are securely locked away before you come down. Sorry, Edmund. Sorry for your friend Paul Amsel. Sorry for Frore Schaffer. Sorry for the Kurz Bazaar. Sorry for Blin. Wish there was another way. Like hell you do. I think you get off on this. The power of it all. You saved Germany from a dragon once and it gave you a messiah complex. You do not know me, Shadowrunner, nor can you possibly understand me. What I've been through, what I know with absolute certainty. You accuse me of thinking myself a messiah. Well, perhaps it is true. It does not change the facts, nor the necessity of what I do tonight. It does not alter my resolve. All may pass judgment on my actions when I am dead and gone. It will not be long now. Until then, I do not have the luxury of morality. I go now to do a hard thing, perhaps an evil thing, but a thing that is necessary. And off he goes. Hi again, long time. How's Amsel doing? That hole in his brain pan heal up okay? Taunt all you want. Get out of here, you'll wish you'd never set foot in the Kurz Bazaar. Afraid it's not going to happen. This lab's locked down tight, like Doc said. Test subjects that they keep in there don't play well with others. Dangerous, nasty things. And they don't smell great either, but you'll see for yourself in a second. If you mean to talk to you about that, you could use some deodorant yourself, big guy. A stink from your smouldering corpse will cover it, asshole. Listen, I gotta go. Have fun with test subjects while I'm gone. You're still alive when I get back. I'll put a bullet in you or something. A fire drake. Well, he ain't gonna do much now. Oh, we actually have a shot from here. So I can just start cleaving them. Nope. Didn't hit both. Oh. They explode when they die. Should have done that first, but whatever. I saw an item over there. Oh, okay. Kick him in the face! Nice. Alright, let's see if the reload works. Nope. It does not. I bloody hate that move. I forgot it's bugged. There's one thing they didn't fix in the director's cut. And that 1 AP cost me my chance to kill that. Or at least, you know, using Iger. Bosh, bosh, bosh. Excuse me. Oh, come on. Okay, I think that's about as much damage as I want to do. Fall back. Kaboom is coming. Toasty! The gaunt woman paused at the glass at your approach, the haunted yellow eyes tracking your every move. When you activate the intercom, green light activates inside the containment cell. She flinches up at it, startled. So you're an ancient dragon, huh? Small voice whispers through the lips that barely move. It sounds hoarse and awkward, like a rusty lock. Help. Please help. How do I free you? I don't see an instrument panel for this cell. The guts. Find the guts. By my body. A machine that keeps me trapped in this jar, this bubble, this prison. Break it, break it, break it. Can't get to the guts unless I get out of this room. I know a way to free yourself, then you help me. A deal if you agree to free me. Let's think this through, Edmund. Be careful. Oh, sure, I'll help you. Promise. I will help you grant your release, and you will repay me in kind. Yes, you can escape this room. There's a panel in the floor. There is. You can drop down. Find your way into the guts of this place. There by my body is a machine. Break it, break it, break it. Down below, into the blackness. You squeeze through the narrow gap between the floor panels and climb down to a large space beneath the lab complex. Darkness surrounds you. The air smells mouldy and stale. As your eyes slowly adjust to light, you can make out the dim planes of cobweb-covered walls and scattered construction equipment. Judging by the dust and disrepair, this place appears to have been abandoned long ago. Meanwhile, somewhere else beneath the Harfield Manor, Dr. Adrian Vauclair is preparing to wake a dragon and unleash it on an unsuspecting Berlin. Compared to the lab above, this room is almost impossibly quiet. A small amount of light filters in from the narrow passage above you. Appears to be light fixtures mounted in the walls, but there is no sign of a light switch. Where the hell are we, boss? Looks abandoned. I think this place is military, judging by our depth and the markings. I'm guessing it's an abandoned missile base. That would explain why Vauclair chose this place for his operation. Can't be easy to find a secret underground base big enough to house a dragon. Alright, first things first, we need to get back into the lab complex and find Vauclair and the worm before it's too late. Got no choice. If we don't stop Vauclair from releasing that dragon, everyone in Kraz Bazaar is dead. Put the gasoline into the generator. Pull the start cord. Nothing happens. Large diesel generator with small electric starter. Fuel tank reads empty, readouts are lit, and it appears to be functional. Scorpion ride. Alright, this is good as dead. At the diesel, with a hollow splash, the contents of the fuel container are emptied. The fuel tank reads 3%. With a shudder and a plume of black smoke, the generator comes to life. Look, Jorg, I don't care what you heard down there. Just because you heard something and a few people got sick from some weird disease doesn't mean that there are monsters wandering around. Gotta finish our blasting or we won't get paid. No amount of weirdness is gonna change that. Oh, and tell me where that glowing rock you saw was when you get back. Who knows, it might be worth something. I don't know, man, glowing rocks are bad news, usually. There's a good-sized crack in the floor with a small amount of light shining through. Shapes form in the shadows below, and after a moment you hear footsteps approaching and people talking. The first voice sounds nervous. Young, I heard the runners escaped. Are you sure they're going to come this way? They have no choice. It's the only route they have access through. There's a pause and you hear the sound of a throat clearing. So, you think we can stop them? 2 whole strike teams already set in ambush. I don't see what chance they have. Well, you're the one who's going to have to explain it to Origin if they get past us. Which is why we're not going to screw it up. Got it? As soon as any of these doors open, you shoot. Got it? Oh yeah, I got it. The glare from the lights on the floor below fades and your eyes readjust to the room. There's a current model PDA, battered and a bit bloody. The screen is cracked and its buttons are non-functional. Last data entry is still on the screen. It appears to be an email to someone named Jerry. Can't believe they sent my squad down here to search for those escaped fire drakes. No one's been in these tunnels since the Awakening. Who knows what the hell else is down here. Hope those Scorp sightings are just nerves. If Drake and Scorp see each other, they'll tear each other to pieces. Must be natural enemies or something. Seem to hate each other much more, even more than they hate us. Don't want to have to report back to Origin with nothing but Drake pieces to show for our time. Danger. Active blasting area. This door is locked by an old RFID style reader and displays the text level 3 access only. Nice. How dare you! Okay, he's ready to explode. Pull away. That's annoying. Finish him. I think the auto reload thing only works if your gun is not completely empty. I think that's the bug. I think another hit would probably be too much. Got him. RFID card. Look through the crack in the floor. Shapes form in the shadows below, but you can't make anything out. Glare from the lights on the floor below fades, and your eyes readjust to the room. If I remember correctly, there are scorpions on the other side of this room. Section of the floor as a whole drilled into it. You can see explosives within. Good sized crack in the floor with a small amount of light shining through. Shapes from the shadows below, but you can't make anything out. You can hear one clear voice coming from below. It speaks with authority. Alright, everyone stay sharp. The intruders have escaped. T1 is watching the main door, and you're to keep watch here. See those doors open? You don't think? Just shoot. Oh! I meant to use the claw, but maybe I should just stick to using the handgun. Damn. Man, if she keeps landing those shots, she's doing friggin' better DPS than friggin' Iger. Shapes form in the shadows below. There's a whole lot of enemies down there. The rock glows with an otherworldly aura. Allow a member of your team to examine the rock. Probe the stone with your shamanic power. A level 6 earth, damn. You extend a tendril of your aura to the astral plane and probe the rock, feeling for fracture points that may exist outside the material plane. The rock glows warmly as you manage to separate two pieces from the rest. Each is infused with the elemental power of earth. It's a good sized crack in the floor with a small amount of light shining through. You can make out shapes in the shadows below. Okay, just looks like an empty room. Nice. That should be both of them switched off. More drakes. You know what we want to do is set off those explosives. Appears to be an old radio control box. It has one simple one-line LED readout and several plastic buttons with labels. Arm sequence commencing. Press arm explosives. Blasting areas clear of all personnel. Explosives armed. Kaboom! The hole is quite deep and a direct drop from this height would certainly be fatal. There is no sign of movement below. I don't know, it looks like there's like a platform there and then like leads and wires and stuff. It almost looks like you could climb down. This vent is large enough for you to fit through. You could slide down through a very steep metal duct. The experience looks to be more on the thrilling side rather than the fatal side. It is clearly a one-way trip. A diagram of the ventilation system for this aging military bunker. Right, and we have like a whole new area to clean out here, so I'm going to say that that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.